15. Hi everyone, we are live on the 6th of May at nearly 8:30 for Wind Down Wednesday. Checking everything set up okay. Hi everyone, it's Wednesday and it's the 6th of May, just in case you needed reminding, and it's Wind Down Wednesday. I'm just going to wait a few moments, just checking I've got everything set up and that people can hear me. I've got a new microphone here. I might just pop there. Testing. Hopefully people can hear me. Is the microphone working? Lovely. So welcome to Facebook. Sorry, I was faffing with my YouTube microphone. Hopefully it could be heard. Hello everybody. Hi Juliet. Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Hopefully you can on this camera. Good stuff. Okay everyone. So get yourselves comfortable. Find some space. Make sure you've got your wine nearby. That's for after, that's for later. We'll just pop that there. Okay, wonderful. Hope everyone's okay. And we're all surviving, been out in the sunshine today. It's been a nice day. So we are going to go through a bit of a power class as we've been doing these last few weeks, and then we'll finish with a nice little glass of wine at the end. So what I thought we'd do tonight is to go through some exercises, and a bit like we did the other week and last week, just try to count them if I can. I'm not very good at counting and talking at the same time. So we're grouping things together, and then we'll take a little break and then do the next set of exercises, okay? And then end with a little bit of a stretch, if that's okay. So we're going to start on all fours, 4-point kneeling. If you have any issues with your wrists, you might want to come onto your fists, or for some of them, you can come onto forearms as well. I was just checking there, but we can do that as well. If you really suffer with your wrists, you can roll up a towel or something and put it underneath the heel of your hands. You can even grab a cushion actually here, and it just takes off the pressure into the ribcage, into the wrists there. All right, so let's get going. We're going to start in 4-point kneeling, and we're just going to warm up the spine. So just make sure those knees are underneath your hips and the wrists are underneath your shoulders there. And just taking the tailbone out behind you and tucking it in underneath you. So just taking a moment to draw into the pelvic floor and just connect into the tummy. So don't go all the way into a cat yet, just massage into that lower back here. Then once you've had a little massage into your lower back, then start to tuck the pelvis underneath you and really engage in the pelvic floor, and then lift the tummy up underneath you. And then come into a lovely stretch at the top. Breathe in at the top, exhale to come out of that. If you want to take an extension here, then just lift the chin and coming all the way up, and then rolling all the way back through to your cat. So you're trying to get a C shape in your spine. You're trying to get an equal curve in your lower back as you are the top of your spine here. Bend into the elbows a little bit if you can as well. Breathe into the top, exhale to come out of that. We're going to take that 10 up and out. See if you can get your breath control. So you're breathing out, breathing at the top, and coming all the way back down. Lovely. So let's go 3 more times. If it's better to go slower, then go slower. But if you want to take it a little bit quicker, then you can. Just really draw your navel up and away from the floor. So really pull the tummy up and away. Good. I think we've got about 5 more to do. Up and out. So it's nice and strengthening for the core without putting too much pressure into that area. So really lift, 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 lift. Let's take 2 more there, everybody. All the way up and all the way back. And one last one there, all the way up and all the way back to a neutral, and just sit back with those wrists and give those a little turn, because we're going to come back to that that position there with I kind of call it a hover. So let's adjust this the camera here a little bit, sorry. I call it a hover because we're going to hover our knees off of the mat. So for this one, really try to be on your hands. You're going to be a little bit more stable there. All right, so coming onto your hands, tuck the toes underneath you and really draw the tummy up and away from the mat. And we're going to hold this position for 10 seconds. We're just going to lift the knees. So we're going to hold for 10, 9, keep breathing, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly take those knees back. Whoa, I know, it's hard, isn't it? Let's go again. Take a breath in, breath out, engage that core. Now you know what's coming. So just take those knees off a tiny bit, bend a little bit into the elbows. Let's go 3, 4, breathing in, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. Good, come off those wrists if you need to, and one more time. So tuck the toes underneath you, engage in the center, little bend in the elbows, here we go. 10, 9, don't forget to breathe, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Oh, that is so hard. It doesn't look like very much, does it? If someone's sitting there watching you do that, get them to do it. They won't realise how hard that is. All right, from there, we're going to come into plank, because I just thought we would. But do come onto your forearms for this one, because the wrists have had quite a lot to do already, if you need to. If with plank, you're finding it really difficult to really draw your navel in, especially if you've had a baby or babies recently, just be really careful of it. And if you're finding actually you're more pushing everything out than you are pulling everything in, can you just leave plank out? It's not really very good for you if you can't really pull everything in. So we're only going to do it, let's do it twice for 10 seconds. So we'll do 20 in all. But just leave it out if you really can't draw those tummies right the way in, okay? Because otherwise there's too much pressure going out and down, and you need to be able to draw it up. It's a good marker to kind of build your core strength a little bit. Like, you can do it potentially on your knees, because then at least you are working a little bit more there. So feel free to come onto your knees here, that's fine. So either forearms or hands. I'll stick to my hands here. Come to 4-point kneeling and swivel forward a bit. Right, engage your centre. Take one leg back, then take the other leg back, and just make sure you've not dropped or the hips aren't up. And really draw that navel in, and let's hold. That's about 3 seconds. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then take the knees back again. Okay, and let's go again. Take a breath. And let's go. 10, 9, little bend in the elbows. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then coming back. Lovely. So if you'll find that quite tricky, try it on your knees. Okay, that's no problem there. And then the next one we're going to do is a similar thing. It's called pullback, and it's for your shoulders, and it's in that plank position again. You can do this on your forearms. I'll demonstrate. You're going to come into that plank position. You just go forward ever so slightly, and then you push your heels back. So you're going forward and back, so your bottom's not going up and down, you're going forward and back. If you're on your forearms, you can do it forward and back here. Okay, and you can try it on your knees as well. It's just a very small movement. You can't do it as well on your knees, so just be careful. Okay, so forearms or hands, whichever version you wish to do. Let's go. Holding everything in. Take both feet back. Make sure you're in that strong position. Let's go forward and back. Forward and back. 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we can do 5 more. 6, 7. This is the last time we're going to do this. 8. We won't do this again. 9. So keep going. 10. Good. Come down out of that. Oh, well done. All I can do is smell my wine. It's just right there, tempting me. So let's work for it. All right. So from there, everybody, we're going to just stay on 4-point kneeling, but we're going to come into our Spider-Man. Superman. It's all the superheroes today. We're coming to Spider-Man. Superman. Sorry. See one of those weeks. So stick the tailbone out, so you're not tucking it underneath you. I don't want you to have a flat back. I want you to find that neutral. Perfect. Here. Draw the tummies up and away, and release one leg back. And if that feels stable, take the leg off. Only if you can keep that stable and you're not wobbling about, try the hand opposite. Hence why it's called Superman here, flying. And reach and breathe. Okay, and then take the hand down and tuck the knee right back underneath you there. Let's go on the other side. So really stretch, lengthen that leg away. So only lift it if you feel able to and stable enough, and only lift the arm if you feel stable enough. Breathing in, breathing out. Really reach here, reach. You should really feel this in your obliques, the sides of your tummy muscles. Draw the knee back in. Lovely. Let's go other side. So either keep the foot down. Okay, don't push it, don't over push it, or just the foot, or the foot and the arm, and you're thinking about long, length. Put the mirror in my way rather than height. Long. Imagine that I'm pulling your ankle away from you. Draw the knee back underneath you, other side. So lengthen away. Good. I'm saying good, and hopefully you're doing it with me. You're not just watching. Lengthen away, lengthen. Pull the navel up. Opposite hand if you can. Keep breathing. Take the hand and the knee back and draw everything in. Widen the knees a little bit. And if it's comfortable to, just come and take a little stretch here. And breathe. Rotate those wrists. Now, the more you walk your fingers forward, the bigger the stretch into the back there. So just take a lovely stretch. Breathing wide into those ribs. Connect into the center. And just take a couple more breaths there. Take a couple more breaths, and then we're going to come to side lying. Okay. Good. Well done. Hopefully you're all still with me. And let's come down and lie on our side. And we are, yeah. Okay. Fine. Right. We need to be down here for this one. Okay. Wrong top on. All right. So pop your hand into your head into your hand, and just make sure you're in that kind of line at the back, so your bottom and your shoulders are going to sort of line together. Draw your knees up towards your chest and have the feet a bit forward. So imagine you're sat on a chair, okay, and have a bit of engagement into the tummy here. We're going to do a leg series. You can come and rest in between, but if you can, try not to rest until right at the end. We're going to go up, down, forward and back, and 5 circles in one direction, 5 circles in the other with the leg. And you're going to feel this. So think about lengthening away the whole time. And we're going to lift and lower. We don't need to go too high, and don't collapse in the waist. Keep long, long in the back of the heel. That's 3, 4, lovely. So long, 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 5. So we're not worried about going too high. Okay, keep the toe pointing down. If you can't feel this in your bottom, you need to turn your toe down towards the mat. Then you can feel it, yes. I think that's about 7, 8, 9, long in the waist, 10. If you can, hold it here. We're going to go forward, point the toe, and then go back, 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 back. Squeeze the bottom and get a stretch in the front of that hip. Forward, point the toe, back, 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 back. If you think you're going back, go back a bit more. Okay, really get that lovely extension. It's the biggest thing that we need to really work on, mostly, is that extended position in that hip. I think that's about 4. So really squeeze into your bottom. Get someone to check you. Is your leg actually going behind you? Okay, I think that's about 6. Have the other hand down in front of you if that helps. Really lengthen away, lengthen, long, 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 long. Good. Keep breathing. Let's make this the last one. I think that's about 10. Okay, lovely. And then coming back to that start position, and we've got circles. Not too big, but make sure it's a circle. I feel like I'm teaching my 4-year-old about 2D shapes. So you go back behind you, down, forward, up and around in an even manner. So don't make it a funny triangle, hexagonal, whatever else they're learning about type shape. 5 in one direction, 5 in the other. Good. Squeeze into the bottom. Back, 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 back. Lovely. Oh, are you feeling this in your legs yet? You should be. Really lengthen it away. Send the energy to the core. So your core engaged. Send all the work there. I think that's about 10. I've lost count. Bend that leg in. I'll give it a little rub. Whoa. Okay. Push yourself up. And let's come over and do that on the other side. We're going to stretch that out at the end, so don't worry. Just check in. Yeah, we will stretch it out. All right. Down onto the other side. Set yourself up. So just make sure the shoulders back in the pelvis. Draw your knees up towards your chest. So you're in that chair position. Try to make sure everything's kind of stacked on top of each other here. Oh, it's always quite hard. My mat's wonky there. Okay, I think that's fine. All right, so we're going to go, what do we do first? Up and down. So long in the back of the heel, remember. Turn the toe down if you cannot feel it into your bottom. Okay, but you need to turn that toe down. And breathe. Okay, good. Relax the shoulders as well. That's about 5, 6. Keep smiling because make 7, 8. Long, long, long in the waist. Oh, imagine I'm pulling that ankle out and away. Really good. This is great for hip stability. Point the toe back behind you. Mind you, one. I think mine's okay. Forward, point, back, 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 back. Remember, if you don't think you're going back further enough, go back a bit more. I've got a mirror in the way. Point the toe back behind you. Good. Try and keep the hips and the pelvis nice and still. Lovely. So it's really good for building loads of strength into your hips. So if you, if I know lots of you out there have sort of had babies, maybe recently or even in the last 5, 6, 7 years, but just building hip stability back is really important. Also, if you're running or cycling, any other type of exercise, swimming as well, you need to keep these hips supple, but you need to keep them strong. Okay, that's about 10, I think. Let's go into these little circles. So 5 in one direction. Wow, starting to feel that burn. Take a rest if you need it, briefly. Good. Don't go too quick either. Feel the burn. Feel that pain. Don't rush through it. 5. Good, that's about 3, 2, 1. Last one there. Well done, everybody. Good, give that a rub. Well done, leg. Well done, hips. All right, where are we going from here? We're lying on our backs. So come and take a line down onto our back. I was just checking what we're going to do. Okay. So we got there in the end, didn't we? But we've got to work a little bit harder before we get our wine, I'm afraid. All right, so just take yourself up. Just take a few pelvic tilts. So you're just massaging your lower back into the mat. Get a nice little massage. Oh, just feel any tension releasing into the floor there. Take your feet, make sure your feet are hip width apart. They're a good distance from your bottom. Okay, and just have your hands down and by your side. Just bring your feet a little bit further towards your bottom actually. So I'll just change what we're going to do. And then just tilt your pelvis towards you. So lift your pubic bone sort of towards your belly button, and then just start to lift the bottom and just peel your spine off of the mat and come up into a spine curl, breathing in, and then exhale, hold on to the tummy and then coming all the way back down again. If you've got cushions to hand, pop one in between your knees just to keep a nice stability with your inside thighs and so that your pelvis isn't wobbling about. At the top, hold it there at the top for me. Your hips equal left to right. Squeeze the bottom. Don't over stretch the spine, but hold this position. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Coming down slowly through the spine. So we won't do 10 of these because we'll be here a little too long. But let's just do 5. Breathing in 3 times at the top. Breathing in. Exhale. Push the hips a bit higher on that exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Good. Breathing in. Exhale. Now keep the hips high as you come down, 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 down. Breathing in at the bottom. Exhale. Scoop the tummy. Imprint your back. Press into the feet. Squeeze the bottom. Hold it at the top. Breathing in. Breathing out. 3 times. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Good. You should feel these muscles firing up. All the way back down. Let's breathe in. Exhale to come back. All that top, 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 top. Hold at the top here. Let's make this our last one. Breathing in. Exhale. Push the hips a bit higher. Make sure you've got that lovely line from your shoulders, hips to knees. Last breath. Exhale. Keep the hips high as you come down. Oh, okay, good. My body aches today. Right, take your hands behind your head and have your elbows slightly forward. Soften the rib cage and curling up. Now hold it here for me and just really drop your head heavy into your hands. So we're not pulling into the neck. It is the abdominals that are pulling us up, and we're concentrating on the shape of our spine. I just want you to think about, let's stretch into the top of the back, make a lovely C shape. Right, we're going to do 10 of those. So we're going to come up and down and up. So navel in. Keep pulling navel in and don't lift the bottom as you come up. Up and down. Keep the bottom heavy. Pubic bone down. Let's go. I've got no idea how many we've done. Let's go. 5 and down. And 4 and down. And 3 and down. And 2 and down. And 1 and down. Let's take a 10-second rest and do that again. So your hips need to be equal either side and your pubic bone is down. So as you come up, don't lift the bottom. Elbows forward, hands heavy, head heavy into your hands. Inhale, exhale. Let's go 10, 9, not too quick, 8, and 7, and 6. Head heavy into your hands. 5, and 4, and 3. Good. 2 more. Up a bit further if you can at the top. and 1, and down. Good, just release those arms. We are going to come to either single toe tap, so you take one leg and you're going to tap your one leg and tap your toe, moving the thigh bone in the socket 10 times, okay, if that feels okay, and then take it to the side. If you can, come up to a double knee fold here, so both legs are up, and you're going to alternate here and here. So only come to double if you can keep navel to spine connection. Okay, here we go. So singles or doubles, up to you. 10, 9. So if we're in doubles, we'll be doing 20. So I'm just going to count. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, switch if you are single. Keep going otherwise. For doubles, now you can take your hands back by your ears here for a bit more work. Yeah, lengthen. Thigh bone goes away from you. Feel that work. Keep the ribs soft. Don't arch into the back. Navel to spine. See, I've lost count again. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hug the knees in towards the chest if that feels nice to do so. And just take a little roll into the base of the spine there. Great work. From there, 2 options. You either keep your feet down and you're sliding one leg and its arm away from you, softening in the rib cage and drawing everything back. Okay, and we're going to do 20 of these. If you're able to, you're going to come to a double knee fold here, take the arms up, and we're doing exactly the same, but with the legs up in the air. So let's go. 1, and in, nice and slowly, 2. So the higher the leg, the sort of easier it is. Okay, it's not easy, but you've got to try and keep the ribs soft and keep the back from arching. Okay, so either have the legs a little bit higher here or lower for more work, or keep the legs on the floor for me. Good, navel to spine connection. And that's probably about 8. Let's say that's about 9, 10. Good, let's go 10 more. 10, 9, 8. Take it a bit lower if you can. 7. Opposite arm to leg, I know. A bit confusing. Just leave out the arms if they're too confusing. Let's say that's 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do 2 more for luck. I feel like we've got more. We can give a bit more. Well done, everybody. And hug those knees in towards the chest. There. Lovely stuff. From there, just checking the time. Okay, good stuff. Right. From there, let's go into our single leg stretch, which I think, did we do that last week? Can't remember. The single stretch is this one, where we pull everything in and we change and we change and we change. So you can do this with your head down if it's a bit too much into the neck, okay? If you can, come into a double knee fold, take the heels together, on an exhale, curl up, or keep your head down. Pull one knee towards you and the other one is away. But make sure the legs are turned out. They're not turned in, they're turning out. And we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, 10, 9, breathing out. Good. 7, I think that's 6. 5, come up a bit more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bring the head down. Well done. Just take those legs down and just roll your head to one side and roll the head to the other side. Bring your knees and feet together and just take the knees one way and take your head the opposite way. So just get a lovely stretch into the back. Just breathe into that stretch and exhale. Squeeze the knees together to come back and try to kind of work into the tummies here to bring everything back, and then just roll, rotate the other way. Just try and knock my wine over. It's very important, that glass of wine. And just taking the head the opposite direction. Breathe into any areas of tension. Well done. Just rest the heart rate down a little bit there. And a little stretch for our legs, okay? If you just cross your foot and you push that knee away, you might just get a stretch here, and that might be enough. But to add to that stretch, you can hug that other leg up and in. And if you push that knee away, you should find a stretch into that bottom and down into that hip. And you can take the other leg up as well. So the ultimate stretch is sort of here, if you like. So you're stretching into the back of that leg there that's up, point or flex, and into the other side of that leg. Oh, so find that lovely stretch. You can sort of get this position stood as well, like if I was stood up. You can do this stretching. It's really important to keep trying to stretch into this kind of outer area of the hips and legs. They get really, really tight. Such a big muscle group, it does a lot of work, even when you don't think it is. So it's really important to keep them nice and strong, but nice and supple as well. Good, everybody. Just breathe. Just take a moment to relax. Breathe into any areas of tension. Oh. Those legs worked really hard in those side lying exercises, so do stretch those off. Right, if you want to take a little challenge, see how you're doing with the challenge of the roll-ups, rolling the way up, or take the arms back and then take the arms up over your chest, tuck your chin in, and then really pull into the tummy and push your feet away. You can make a noise like that as well, and then coming all the way up there. Well done, everybody. Excellent. If you want to give those, what we just did, rollbacks, another go, then you can. A little tip is just to keep your heels forward. Like imagine you're pushing your heels away. There's like a counter balance there. You can just take a couple of these are really nice to do, it's fine. And then push your heels away there. So imagine you're pushing, pushing, pushing. Don't come up with a flat back, keep your chin tucked in. I'm rolling up. I know I've spoken to a few of you and you're determined to get that one. I'll add that in a bit more next week, maybe. It's a good one. It's a nice one to do. So well done. So carry on with your rollbacks if you want to. But lovely. Good. Hope you feel a bit better after that. A bit more energized, but stretched as well. So you can take your wine. That is very well served. Cheers to midweek. No idea what week of lockdown we're in. Who knows? All I know is it's May, which means next month it's June. And how did that happen? Anyway, I hope we're all well, we're all staying sane, and I really look forward to these sessions. I hope you do too. Please keep sharing and give me a thumbs up either on Facebook or YouTube, just so I know that you're watching. And only if you've enjoyed it. If you haven't enjoyed it, then that's fine, let me know. But hopefully I will see you virtually next Wednesday. Don't forget my fitness for all on Friday. I will be running that, even though it's bank holiday, because you know what else is there to do. So I will be running it anyway. I look forward to that as well. So that's 11 AM on the same channels on Facebook and YouTube, which is just a nice sort of fun class for everybody. So until Friday or this time next week, cheers everybody, and stay safe and stay home, and see some of you very soon. If not, see the rest of you virtually. Cheers. You see, always tastes better when you know you've really worked for it. Okay, everyone, see you next week. Thank you. See you.